We are honored to be given the opportunity to say a few words in this special evening. On March 8th of last year, our son Taylor was murdered by a Palestinian terrorist in Jaffa, Israel, while walking to dinner with classmates from Vanderbilt University. They were MBA students visiting Israel to interact and exchange with Israeli companies. I'm sorry.
Speak loud.
I'm sorry. We're retired, we don't get the opportunity to speak very often, but Taylor was viciously stabbed from behind and passed away quickly from his wounds. The attacker ran but was shot and killed by Israeli police. The terrorist's body was returned to his family. Celebrations began, and his family immediately qualified for a monthly stipend of up to $3,500 from the Palestinian Authority. The celebrations heightened when they found out that Taylor was an American. Taylor had accomplished much in his 28 years. He was an Eagle Scout, West Point graduate. He had led his troops, his platoon, into combat on 2 deployments, one to Iraq and one to Afghanistan, and he brought them home safely. He was a, thank you. Thank you. Thank you. Taylor was a connector. He was a person who helps us to connect with each other, to share our passions and gifts. He celebrated life, and he took many along with him on his journey. When we returned to South Carolina from traveling to several services to celebrate his life, we were contacted by Sandra Gerber. Sandra offered his condolences and suggested that we contact Senator Lindsey Graham, who coincidentally is our senator from South Carolina, one of 2. Next thing we knew, Robbi and I were in Washington, D.C., standing next to Senator Graham and introducing the Taylor Force Act. Robbi and I became the visual aides. Thank you. Thank you very much. Robbi and I became the visual aides in the effort to end United States foreign aid to the Palestinian Authority that gets diverted to pay terrorists for their acts and for the murders of Israelis and Americans. Anybody that visits Israel is fair game. This summer, the act passed the Senate Foreign Relations Committee in a bipartisan vote of 17-4, and the administration has announced its support of the Taylor Force Act. Robbi and I are standing up here, but thanks really should go to Senator Graham and Sandra Gerber. They did the heavy lifting on the act, and we are grateful. They reached out to us, and they made a difference since we lost Taylor. Since we lost Taylor. Told you I'm not used to this. The Algemeiner was an early and strong supporter of the Taylor Force Act. David and his staff have raised awareness of the Pay for Slay program and other issues important to Israel and the Jewish community. They have the Force family's heartfelt appreciation, and the good work they do deserves your continued support. Robbi and I have witnessed firsthand the far-reaching impact of journalism done well. Now we encourage everyone here tonight to take a leadership role and contribute generously to the work of the Algemeiner. Thank you. Together, we can ensure that our voices and Taylor's voice will be heard in the fight for freedom and justice. On behalf of Robbi and I, we wish you a peaceful Rosh Hashanah. Thank you.